I've been loving bergamot and lime in my margaritas.
Cinco de Mayo. I've been loving spearmint and lime diffused. That has been amazing. And then Diana said to add some eucalyptus to that, which would pretty much be the BOGO that we got to have, right? Last week. Anybody else want to share anything? Sorry, I just have to switch over to this.
I like spearmint and citrus bloom diffused. It's so amazing.
Thank you. Okay, so I don't know that this is the most effective way, but for you guys that have people that maybe haven't made it or are new customers, I will upload the videos of the citrus twist. It's on our Facebook page, but I'm also going to have it as a YouTube link in case you have people that aren't on social media and you want to share it with them. And then same thing for this biz call. I'm recording it and then we're going live in the I'm posting it live in the biz group right now so that we can be able to come back to it later. Okay, which is what's taking me so dang long. Okay, you guys, there is so much to go over tonight. I can't even, I almost don't know where to begin. There's just so much. If you did not get a chance to catch the replay of our business call from last week where we did celebrations. It's such an amazing way to connect with all of the people on this team. So many people rank advanced last month. It was just by far our most explosive month as a team. So with that being said, there's a lot of stuff for us to share. Diana shared she's reading the book I Am Worthy and Diffusing Siberian Fir and Lemongrass, which is wonderful. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. All right, so the first thing I wanted to talk about, and tonight's going to feel possibly a little disjointed with me walking around and me also going over quite a few just different things. The first thing is the importance of 100 PV in your LRP cart. This is so critical, you guys, because that's the magic number that we get paid out commissions on. And so you guys want to make sure that you always have 100 PV in your LRP cart. Now, today was Fast Starts. And if you don't know what Fast Start commissions are, you are going to want to check out the video. We just created a new thread in the Facebook group that has all of these really helpful videos that talk about all the different types of compensation that you get from doTERRA. But the first type of compensation is paid weekly, and it's called Fast Start. So if you enrolled anyone within the first 60 days, yeah, Christine said those videos are great. So be sure you guys get in there. It's on one of the pinned posts. But if you've enrolled somebody the first 60 days that you've enrolled them, you are eligible for 20% of that product volume in what's called Fast Start bonus. However, if you don't have 100 PV sitting in your LRP cart, you will not get paid that Fast Start bonus. It's not just that you process 100 PV LRP in a month for commissions. It's also that you have that sitting in your cart. Okay. Tasha did her first biz call today. I was so proud of her. And one of the things she reminded her leaders was that when we have limited time items and they have PV, those are going to drop off. That's going to disappear if you process your LRP. The same goes for if you use points. So you have to be really cognizant and careful that you always have that sitting there. And what I like to do is after I process an order that maybe I had some, like say the Mother's Day collection on there, I just go back in and I put 100 PV into my cart. Now say you didn't enroll anybody, but somebody that you enrolled did. You're also eligible for Fast Start bonus. So you always just, as a rule of thumb, want to always have 100 PV sitting in your cart, okay? Anybody else have anything to add? I don't want to get into all the ways that we make commission tonight because that will just kind of derail us. But I wanted to make sure that I reminded everybody about the importance of that, and also that reminded you of the fast start bonus, because so many of you are new builders and you're enrolling people and you don't want to miss out on commissions. So if you were supposed to get paid today and you didn't, you can call doTERRA, you can let them know. They do have a one-time exception where they'll pay you out any commissions you miss, but be careful because, you know, if you use it on a $20 commission and some day down the road, your fast start check is $1,000, you're not going to want to blow your one time on that. So just try to be really cognizant of that. As leaders, we try to also catch those things. So if you ever get a text from somebody saying, hey, your cart isn't at 100 PV, that's your leader, that's your enroller trying to help you out and help you make sure that you're not missing out on any commissions. Okay. All right. Any questions or anything else anybody wants to say about that? I don't know that I ever thought I'd see the day when we had 57 people on for a business call. My mind is blown, and I'm just so grateful. Okay, and I feel terrible. If you don't know who I am, I'm Liza. Hi. I am the diamond leader of the Essential Island Living team. I love seeing all these other, like my sister-in-laws on here. Hi, Cheryl. So and it's so funny. I just taught a math class on Tuesday and all her kids came, and the kids get a kick out of the fact that there's 2 Mrs. Yoshidas in the world. There's actually more, and that's probably one too many, but you know, whatever. Okay, so and then Kate, if you don't know who Kate is, she is a newly platinum leader on the Essential Island Living team. So thank you, Kate, for doing product education for us tonight. Okay, so moving right along, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is a business overview. If you had not had a business overview yet, get with the person who enrolled you and have one. If it's been a while and you want to have a refresher, get with the person who enrolled you and have one. If the person who enrolled you isn't actively doing the business, we call it going up the line. In your back office, under the team tab, there is a little side tab that says upline listing, and you can literally find an entire genealogy of your upline. So if your direct enroller is not building the business, there's always somebody above you that can help, and it always ends with me. I'm always here to help, but we always want to empower all of the builders on our team. Okay, so be sure to do that. And those of you leaders on this team, if you know you have new people on this call that you haven't done a business overview with, that is your due diligence. That is your responsibility as you know, their enroller and them wanting to do the business. And if you don't want to do it or you need help, get on a 3-way call with somebody. Okay. Hey Nick, no, I don't. Is anybody glitching? Nick's saying she's Tawny, you're glitching. Anybody else? No? Okay. I'm not getting anything from my Wi-Fi or anything that's saying it's me. So the only thing I can suggest is going out and coming back in if it keeps happening or it's really bad. Okay, moving right along. Okay, so focus on education. I think I have to still process the fact that we have just had this like insane growth. And so I want to remind everyone that on our team, we value 2 things above all else. First thing that we value is integrity, doing the right thing always. Funny story, great story, example. I had somebody that joined our class Monday night, and just so happened Kanani popped on to co-host it with me. She didn't have anybody. And at the end of the call, I followed up with the girl, and she mentioned like, oh, I just need this. And she mentioned Kanani's name. And I said, oh, has Kanani, you know, invited you before? Have you connected with her before? And she said, oh yeah, she's helped me, or she's invited me before. And what's funny is, Kanani afterwards said, I kind of stopped inviting her like in January because she said she wasn't interested in the in, you know, getting a membership or whatever. And so right there, I immediately turned that over to Kanani because ironically, I just became Instagram friends with her probably like in January, February, and started inviting her. And so I immediately turned that over to Kanani and told that customer, Kanani will be in touch with you to follow up. So that's just one example of having integrity. We live on an island, islands. It's inevitable that our people will cross paths. Ultimately, everyone has the right to enroll with who they want to, but that's just an example, okay? Integrity, doing the right thing, being pono, right? The second thing that we value the second thing we value is education. Many of us on your leadership team are educators. I'm a public school educator for 16 years now, and I still work half-time for my district as a math research teacher. And my sister-in-law is a teacher and just put teachers are my heroes. It is Teacher Appreciation Week too, you guys. So do something kind for your kids' teachers. If they're slackers, you don't have to do nothing for them because I don't like slacker teachers either. Okay, so okay, so education is so key. So let's talk a little bit about what you have access to and what anybody that you bring into this business has, or this into this product lifestyle has access to. We have weekly education. There is a calendar of educational events. If you are on this call, it means you're interested or actively building the business. You should be in our business builders group on Facebook. Okay. In our builders business group in Facebook, there is so much great information, and there's something called announcements. These announcements live at the top of the Facebook group and are basically all the most important things that you need to access or reference at any given time. So right now there's a link, a post for Diamond Club. There's a post for Founders Club. There's a post about all the promos and specials of this month. There's that post that has all of those videos that we're dropping. Thanks to Fraser for all those video links too. So there is calendars of events in that announcements posts. There's a calendar of events that Fraser created for us. And there's another post that has individual graphics for every single event that we have, okay? Something right now that we have going on is I am a part of Diamond Club. And the point of Diamond Club is pretty simple. It's to educate people and give them support and knowledge on how to use their essential oils. It's to welcome them to a community and make sure that they have the education to be successful. Now, how does this benefit them? It benefits them because they're getting the product knowledge. It also benefits them because they get access to free oils that regular people just enrolling wouldn't necessarily get access to. And as part of my team, you have access to these freebies and promotions as well. So actually, maybe I should share a graphic real quick. Let's see. Take that off. So here in the group, in the Facebook group. Now, some of you, like my sister-in-law is not on Facebook, okay? So she needs a little bit more access to these things. So here is the Diamond Club promotions. If somebody does 100 PV enrollment order, they get a free Citrus Bliss. If they do a 300 PV order, they get a free Adaptive and a free Citrus Bliss. Now, something else that's super cool is that if they do an LRP, 100 PV LRP, the month after their enrollment, I don't think I have it here, the month after their enrollment, they get free 25 PV. So the benefit of Diamond Club is not only the education that your people are getting, but also that they're eligible for free products. Now, what's really critical is that they come to a class, and at the very least, they're watching that 5-minute Diamond Club video of me welcoming them to Diamond Club and explaining the promotions to them, and then you're giving them the education that's necessary. Okay, so Diamond Club though is really cool, and I gotta tell you guys, so we're getting close to 1 million members in doTERRA. Those of you that have joined, your numbers are in the 900,000s. Okay, I don't know what percentage of those people are wellness advocates. I want to say it's probably maybe 20%. I think 80% of our doTERRA community are truly customers, and then 20% are advocates. And I would say even a smaller proportion of that are truly, truly building this business actively. So there are 1,400 people in Diamond Club. Do you want to know what place our team is in? Anybody curious? Anybody curious? So there's grand prize, and then there's first place and beyond. Okay. Currently, we are sitting in the first place spot. Granted, that's second place. Yesterday, for the day, for the first time ever, we were sitting in the grand prize spot. I have to tell you guys, I'm not a super competitive person. Like, I don't win things. I suck at sports and all the things. But I did Diamond Club, honestly, to one, push myself as a leader, and to two, to be an example for my team, as, you know, to show everyone, to kind of just dive in, try it out, see what happens. Well, this is what's happening. We are kicking butt. 1,400 people, and our community is number 2, basically. You know, I mean, this is incredible. There is no better time to be building and sharing doTERRA with people. There is no better time. Everyone has what we need. And regardless of when we go back to our normal, which will forever be a new, different kind of normal, good, bad, or otherwise, people are recognizing that they need to take a more proactive approach to their healthcare and their wellness. And this is exciting, you guys. We get to be part of it. And that is just, it's so incredibly amazing. So the point of Diamond Club, though, is education. But there's lots and lots of incentives for your customers. And you guys, it also helps you with your businesses, because who doesn't like freebies? You get to offer special incentives that nobody else gets to have. And then when you're following up with people, say you enrolled people BOGO month last month, and you're following up with them this month, you're sending them a text saying, hey, if you do 100 PV LRP this month, you get $25 in free product. And if you do 125 PV by the 15th, you get a free citrus twist too. This is a new oil you can't even buy. So that is really, really, really beneficial for you as building this businesses. Now, I want to say though, we do not want people to just buy product. We don't want people to just spend money. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we're about. Okay. We're never, ever asking people to purchase things that they don't need, want, or are going to use. But that means that we are providing them the education and support that they need to be successful. You should be doing a membership overview with every single person that you welcome into this community. Okay. If you don't know what that is, that's a lifestyle overview. It's a purple guide. I should probably pull one up for you real quick. Let me go do that real quick. And I'm actually going to do, I cannot minimize a Zoom meeting when I'm in it. Okay. So let me share my screen with you guys real quick. If you don't have any of them hard copy, don't worry. You can do this all electronically. Zoom is free. You can get this for free. So if you log onto your account, there will be resources at the top, but you can also scroll down to the bottom of the doTERRA homepage, okay? And I wanna just point out a couple things along the way. There's tons of great education here. Our Source to You website is here, Co-Impact Sourcing, it's amazing. So under Essential Oil Resources, I'm gonna go to Literature and Brochures and Magazines. And right here is the lifestyle overview. What's so critical about lifestyle overviews, you guys, is that it helps your customers to know more about the company, about our wellness lifestyle pyramid, and all of the other products that doTERRA offers to help support them and their needs. It helps them to make a customizable plan for what they need support with and what products and oils they're going to use to help them get there. So I know I'm scrolling really fast and talking really fast. But here is at the end where they get to customize their wellness plan and have a plan to move forward. If you have not done this, with people that you've enrolled, please do that. It's never, ever, ever, ever too late to do that. Okay. And that is part of the education that we want to give people. Something super exciting that we're adding to our education repertoire. I'm so excited about this. We are starting an 8-week product education series starting Sunday, May 17th. So every Sunday at 3 p.m. Hawaii time, we have an Essential Oils 101 class, an Intro to Essential Oils. Immediately following that at 4 o'clock Hawaii time, and we felt like this would still work. You know, it's not totally ideal, but we have some California people, we have some Vegas people. So this still is like waking hour time at least, is 4 o'clock. And let me tell you the rotation of topics. It's going to be 8 weeks, and we're just going to keep looping through the 8 topics. The first one is I got oils, now what? Then we'll do nutrition and supplements, toxic-free living, oils for every age, essential skincare, stress, sleep, and emotions, women's health and hormones, and essential oils and pain. Okay, so this is really exciting. These classes are targeted for you and our existing customers. They are not targeted for people who do not yet have a wholesale membership. Okay, this is like the next layer of expanding our product knowledge and support. All right, but this is really, really exciting. Okay, see, I didn't see. I didn't see any of these messages till now. Okay, so this is really exciting, and we encourage everyone, and we're going to kind of do an honor system. We talked about it in depth. A lot of teams do a punch card, but there's no sense we do a punch card because ain't nobody going to be going anywhere. At some point, we may revive this. We did have a space on Maui we were doing product education at every Sunday in person, but this online platform allows us to reach a lot more people. We have 58 people on this call. We probably wouldn't get 58 people in a space to learn. So this is really exciting. Yeah, so Sunday, 3 p.m. is still 101 class. And then Sunday, 4 p.m. is the product education, the ongoing product education. Thanks, Tosh. I'm sorry, Nick, that you're having so much issues. Maybe you want to try a different device? I don't know. Okay, so that's super, super, super exciting. We are also going to start to implement the Diamond Club. The way it worked was actually that I needed to get people to host classes to have me teach. So I actually flew to Oahu to teach a class for Jess, one of Ray's people. That's where I met Leslie at, and Leslie joined us on our team now. Hi, Les. And so it was super awesome. I had all these classes, killed it in March, and then, you know, the quarantine happened. So we went to the online platform. Well, we want to bring back the ability for people to host classes and earn incentives. So I'll be sharing about this more in the Facebook group. Now, I want to just say, if you are a seasoned builder, these will not be eligible for you. You should be already doing these things. Okay. These incentives are going to be for customers for sure that just have friends and family that are interested and are willing to get them together in a Zoom room and have me teach and earn product. Or for brand new builders who are launching their businesses, like this is your first month, you know, second month in, you haven't hosted a class yet. Because obviously you wouldn't have, because you're just a month or two in, and we want to, you know, teach a class. I will come and teach a class for you and a group of people that you've invited, and yeah, you'll get Hostess rewards and so forth. So I don't want to go into all of that tonight. I will share more in the Facebook group, and then you can always reach out to your personal enrollers to share more about that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the images ready. Otherwise, I would share them right now. Maybe I could pull them up after what the incentives are. But basically, you get a keychain for just hosting. And then for each, there's 8 vials in the doTERRA keychain. For each new person you have that does not have a membership that comes to the class, I'll fill one of those vials with an oil of your choice within reason. I won't do Rose, or I won't do Melissa. Love you, but that's going too far. And then then based on enrollment and PV value, you get to choose from a bunch of other really cool prizes and doTERRA products. And don't forget, you're going to be making all that fast start too, right? If those are all your people, you're going to be making all of that fast start too. All right. Facebook groups, I already talked about them. Please, 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 if you're not in our Facebook groups, get in those. Again, we have the Build and Share Business Facebook group, Build and Share, maybe it's Share and Build with Essential Island Living, and then the Essential Island Living VIP community, that's our customer group. Please be sure you're in both. Please be sure you're getting people into the customer group that you enroll. The ways to get them in are a little tricky. There's a couple of steps. So the first thing is you have to invite them to the group. Once you invite them to the group, I or one of the other leaders on the leadership team have to approve them. Typically it's me though. Then after I approve them, they have to accept the invite, because Facebook did away with, back in the day, you could just add people to groups and then people would be in groups and didn't want to be in groups, and people got irritated about that. So they have to accept, then you could welcome them into the group. Okay, so it's a multi-step process. I ask that the people that you add to the builders group, at least, I know Christine's like laugh out loud because I've had, and I'll just comment. What happens is when you welcome them, I will try to tag them and welcome them too. I pretty much make it a point to welcome every person that comes, love every comment that's posted. I spend a lot of time making sure that group, I plan and schedule all of that content for the week. I love though that people are sharing. Share your testimonies, share the things you're using. People love that. I have planned content, but please feel free to share in that group. That's what it's for. If you don't know how to use the search feature, when we get off this call tonight, that's what I want you to do. Get into that group and go, I'm curious about oils and something, and go look that up, and you will be amazed at what you find in there, okay? It is such a plethora of information. So be sure to be getting people in the groups. Now, what I ask is that a lot of people will say, I want to build, I want to share, and you're like, great, I'm going to put you in the builders group. Yay. I ask that before you do that those people are at least on 100 PV LRP. Okay. I get that we want to get people excited about the business. I'm fine with you inviting them to these business calls, but before we put them in that group that's really intended for serious committed builders, I really ask that they're at least on 100 PV LRP before you put them in there, okay? If they're not, it means they need a ton more product education. Okay. Oh my goodness. Just a few more things. I want to talk about this idea real quick as builders. Tasha talked about it. Diana talks about it all the time. And I just want to bring it up. Diana's going to go into it in depth more. If there is any one person on this call right now that is the epitome of being a product of the product, it is Diana Reynolds, people. Okay. And so Diana said something profound to me when she joined doTERRA. She said, why would I buy from somebody else when I can buy from myself? And I thought, well, I mean, what do you mean? She's like, why would I buy soap from Walmart or Target or Costco when I can buy soap from myself? And the soap I buy from myself is much better for me and my family. Why would I buy laundry detergent, toothpaste, moisturizer? Why would I buy any of those things that I can buy for myself from anybody else? Nobody else is giving me a discount. Even if they give me a discount because Costco's cheap in bulk, they're not giving me 30% back on my products, So this idea of redirected spending and being a product of the product is so critical in our business. It doesn't have to happen overnight. I didn't start taking the supplements till about 1.5 years in. Now, don't be like me though. I highly suggest you start taking LLV. It's a cornerstone of our market, and seriously, the product, I would give up, it sounds crazy and I don't want to do this, I would give up all my oils to have LLV. Okay. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's true. So it doesn't have to happen overnight. I still had Clorox and bleach and, Clorox wet wipes and all of that stuff in my house 3 years into using doTERRA. And then I started learning more and more and more and realizing that On Guard Cleaner concentrate in a bottle was just as effective as that Clorox. My kids don't get sick. They rarely get sick. I shouldn't say don't get sick. They rarely get sick. And when they do, it's very, very mild. My son is in 3rd grade, guys, and he's only ever missed 1 day of school for not feeling well. And I swear to God, after he slept from 8 to 11, he could have gone to school. Like, I should have legitimately taken him to school that day because he drove me crazy. Okay. So it's been a journey. And so, we know that that's going to be true for many of you that are starting off, but I want you to embrace this idea of redirected spending. And I still have people ask me about certain products, and I've never bought Terra Greens ever. Just saying. Okay. So I'm still in that journey too, but we want to be able to speak to the products as much as possible. So I am going to be buying a Terra Greens this month. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. 3 more things. Founders Club. Tawny said she's not surprised. Okay. So all of you, when you guys play a game, like who knows their diamond best, my favorite oil is, who knows it? Peppermint. My favorite oil, peppermint. Yeah, peppermint. And I don't like to eat very healthy foods. Don't like salads. So Tawny said she's not surprised because Terra Greens is healthy. So just, there you go. Something else you know about your diamond leader. Okay, Founders Club. Just real quick. Who even knows what I'm talking about when I say Founders Club? Just put your hand up real quick. We have a lot of people who don't want to show us their face tonight. Okay. How many people are going to be participating in Founders Club? Raise your hand. So newsflash, everybody's participating in Founders Club. It's not something you have to opt into. It just happens when you're sharing the business, okay? So Founders Club is freaking amazing. When doTERRA started, they offered this opportunity, and they do it in every foreign market, and there's tons of foreign markets still available, you guys. If you have family in the Philippines, if you have family, we continue in Brazil, family or friends, we are continuously opening new markets, and there's something called Founders Club, and it's pretty much what it sounds like. They take the first 25 people to hit certain ranks or accomplishments. They make them a founder, and for the rest of their lives, they take a percentage of doTERRA's global profits. So these 25 people, they share 1% of all of doTERRA's global profits. It's like a one-time bonus. Anybody, I'm learning more, so if I say anything wrong, correct me, okay? So when they started, it wasn't that small. Do you know what it is now? It's like $400,000 plus a year. That's one bonus. One bonus. So these founders, they're so amazing that they told doTERRA, okay, fine. We've hit $1 billion. We're going into the $2 billion mark as a global company. We will forego our share after $1 billion, and you can open up another Founders Club in the US market. There's tons of Founders Club markets open still all across the world, you guys, all across the world. Okay. So if you want to find out more about that, I would probably let me know. I can find out. But I know for sure, like Brazil is still open and Philippines is still open. There's a lot. So they opened up a Founders Club 2.0 for the US market only. And that is 200 people will share the profits beyond the first $1 billion for the rest of your life. Okay. Europe is it depends what European market, I think. You have to find out more. Yes, 90% of the market. So it's a Founders Club 2.0 for the USA. So your volume has to come from the USA, but you still can encourage people in other markets to become founders in their own market, right? If they're not in the United States. I don't want to get too much into this, but I want you guys to know that this is there as an option, and that you have this incredible ability to participate in this. And regardless of if you get a spot or not, you have grown your business exponentially. Okay. There is tons of information on the doTERRA's website about Founders Club. I don't need to get into all the details and how you earn points and all of that here. There's a thread in our Facebook group that has like, okay. And then somebody said max bonus annually is 80,000 every year. Oh, shucks. I mean, 80,000. I guess I shouldn't go for it then. I'm joking. We should all go for it. Okay. So, there's tons of information out about it. So go check it out. Go find out more. Do your due diligence. Like I said, you're going to be entered regardless of whether or not you want to or whether or not you fully understand it. But I know there's a couple people on this team that are like, I am going to be a founder. And I'm super excited for them. And I guess, to be honest, I should start thinking like that too, that I will be a founder. Okay. If you are going for Founders Club, you will automatically be earning points for incentive trip. So this last year was the first year that I earned my first incentive trip for doTERRA. Again, I've never been motivated by competition, so I never really paid attention or even noticed those things. But I won one this year just because I was doing the work. And it happened to be on the Big Island. I got to take Kate. It was amazing. And this coming year in 2020, February 2020, it's going to be in Mexico. So, I mean, why not win a free trip? There's different layers of that, all the way from all expenses paid, cash bonus, airfare paid, to I think I won free for 2 people, all expenses paid except airfare, which it was on Big Island, so the airfare was minor. But we got treated like all the swag, all the meals, the room at the Hilton Waikoloa, I think it was. I mean, it was awesome. So check that out. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about tonight, convention. Convention is one of those experiences that is indescribable. I mean, we could try to describe it for you, but I really don't think that I could unless I could capture it, adequately. I just encourage you all. Now, listen, this is a really still uncertain time. Convention is scheduled to be in September. At this point, we're just moving forward with hope that it will be in person in Salt Lake City. I highly encourage you. Again, there's a post in the thread. We'll be talking about it more, but start to think about convention. And if you hit the rank of silver and above, you should be going to convention because you're going to walk for that achievement. If you are a premier or elite right now, or even a lower rank, and you are wanting to blow up your biz and hit Founders Club hard on the 15th, you should be planning on going to convention. I went to my first convention. I think I was a premier. I'm pretty sure I was a premier. Had no idea what I was doing or what I was in for. I went. It was totally what solidified that I was going to build this business. I came back. I hit silver. I hit my $1,500 bonus. I took Kate and Kanani, and they watched me walk silver that year. Was Aisha, were you there too that first year that I walked? Yep. And then I walked silver that year, and they were all my qualifying elites. And then that next year I went back and I walked gold, and they went back and they walked silver. And then I went back and I walked platinum, and then I went back and they walked gold. And last year I walked as a diamond at the gala. And this year we have Kanani and Kate who will be walking platinums, maybe even more of you. We have Aisha who will be walking gold, maybe more of you. We have a ton of you that are going to be walking silvers, and maybe even more. So yeah, I can see that, Diana, that some people are saying that they're going to opt out of coming. As long as the government allows it to happen and deems it safe. At this point, I'm kind of jonesing to travel, and so I'm not going to let fear for myself stand in the way, but everybody has to make their own decisions, you know, but I understand that. And of course, if everything is shut down too, then, you know, can somebody look up the dates real quick? I feel like I should know it off the top of my head, but okay. This was so much information and almost everybody stuck it out with us. I think we lost about 3 or 4 people along the way. This was a lot of information and there are so many of us, but I just wanted to stress to all of you that convention tickets, okay, all of that information is going to be in that thread that I posted in the Facebook group. I believe in June, the conventions come out and then they roll out dates for hotels. Okay. And then it's like they open up, doTERRA works directly with tons and tons of hotels in the Salt Lake City area to help to, okay. Thanks, Janice. 8th through 12th, June 3rd for tickets. Awesome. Thank you, all my helpers. Excellent. Okay. Nice. So, convention is amazing. Real quick, raise your hand if you've been to convention so people can see. Raise your hand, nice, tall and proud. Okay, raise your hand if you're planning on coming to convention. Thank you, Frage. Okay, awesome. Might have to be dragging some of you there with. Okay, awesome. All right, cool. So I just wanted to take the time to talk about that. So our group, Integrity Education, the resources are there. You just need to look for them. If you don't know where to look, if you don't know what to do, we are here to support you. You know, you guys are not out on your own doing this. And I know for some of you, I love seeing the range. Like we have customers who have been loyal customers forever that finally see their businesses kind of exploding. And I love that you guys are here tonight. If you think I'm talking about you, I am, but there's like 10 of you on the call. So there's lots of you and I love it. There's some of you that are brand new that saw popping up like crazy in the Facebook group during BOGO week, enrolling people. There's some of you that have just reached out and said that you're interested in sharing. So just know that we want everyone to be successful in this business. We want this for everyone. And if you need help, we are here. So attending convention is life-changing. It sounds so cliche, but it is totally, totally true. And so we just hope that you consider joining us. Anybody have any burning questions or anything for me before we wrap it up for the night? My teacher-ness hates that I basically talk at you for 45 minutes. So did I miss any questions or anything in the chat? Did you guys catch everything? All of my posts?
Eliza, are we gonna have the schedule of the classes on Sundays with the product ed and like a little bit of just the outline?
Yeah, so I'm gonna work on a Facebook invite for that and probably just a graphic. And when I say we, I'm gonna ask one of my awesome graphic makers, aka Aisha and Fraser, to make that for me because I don't do that. So we'll have a graphic that will have continuing product ed, and then we'll have the dates for the first sections. And I'll probably just make it a private event in the Facebook group, in our customer Facebook group that will always have that as well. So yeah, thank you, Janice. We'll be getting that out to you before it starts, but just, you know, remember that it starts on the 17th at 4 p.m. and start inviting your people. But I know having an image to share will be helpful. So I'll definitely get started on that. Auntie Mickey asked, any news on the new differs are coming back in stock? No, I'm super disappointed about that because I told everybody, don't panic. It's a permanent product. They're not going to run out. And then they ran out and I was like, oh my God. It's a permanent product though. It will be back. I will keep you guys posted. I'm not going to list out the topics for the 8-week series right now. I will get on that graphic and get that posted ASAP. And it's only because I don't have it right in front of me. But again, I have oils now. What? It's like skincare, supplements, oils at every age. Oh, here it is. I got oils now. What? Nutrition and supplements, toxic-free living, oils for every age, skincare, stress, sleep, emotions, women, health and hormones, and essential oils and pain. I know what I forgot to say. We are going to do a giveaway, not a giveaway. We're going to do an incentive. If somebody completes all 8 of those courses, and it doesn't have to be all 8 in one rotation, but if they complete all 8 of them, we're gonna, like, every upline leader will give like a small gift. It might be a roller or maybe like a lip balm or whatever we feel like giving, but we are going to give a gift and incentivize customers to show up for those. I will consider taping them, but you guys, when we tape things, we have to be very, very careful about compliance. Ooh, another thing I need to talk about real quick. All right, guys, when you're out there sharing on social media, if you're talking with people one-on-one, you can say whatever you want about the oils. You can give all the amazing testimonies. But when you're out there sharing on social media or going live on any, platform, you have to be very cognizant of compliant language. The FDA cracked down on us a few years ago when Ebola broke out, because there were people that were saying that essential oils cured Ebola and this and that. And so, of course, that messes with the pharmaceutical companies, and then they're, giving a hard time to FDA. So the FDA really cracked down on essential oil companies. Just be mindful of compliant language. There's an entire thread in the customer group actually about this. And there's a link. If you Google doTERRA approved claims, there is, like, every single product and oil we have, there's a list, maybe it's not product, definitely oil, of things that you can say about them. But we just can't say words like cure, disease, medicine. We have to be very careful about the language that we use when we share about the oils, okay? So, I have a hard time recording classes, because when I teach a class, I don't want to be compliant. When I teach a class, I don't want to worry about what I'm saying. I want to speak the truth and my experiences without editing myself. So I know people are going to ask, are those classes going to be recorded? That time doesn't work for me. We'll consider it. I get that time might not work for everybody, but I want you guys to know that's why I tend not to record classes, because I don't want to have to edit what I say. Okay. Yeah, I like them when I'm free to speak too, Diana. That's what they did for those oil talks, right? And people could share the most amazing testimonies because it was totally unedited. Now we will have to figure out, maybe we can do a series that is completely compliant and post those for the people that can't make it live. But for the first round, we're probably not going to record them. Plus, it'll get us used to teaching the content. And then we will consider it later so that we can offer that to other people. All right, you guys, it's 9:30. We try not to keep you guys on here. Not doTERRA, but did Absidy play softball? I remember hearing about her name when Michael, Ann, and Fraser were in high school. I don't know. Maybe she did. And then Tilly said something about he has great dance moves. Were we talking about Simone? Who were we talking about with great dance moves? All right, boy. I was about to say, all right, boys and girls. I'm sorry. That is so rude.
Wait, Liza, I have a question.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah.
Some of my builders are already asking me about the baby builders are asking about the incentive with inviting people to classes, but they want to know, is it a separate time from our classes that are already on our calendar? And if they do want to do that with you, what's the minimum?
Okay. These are awesome questions. Thank you.
Sorry,
yes,
guys.
They are separate from our scheduled class time, because the idea for these is that you are hosting this class. It's not come to a class that my diamond is teaching, but come to my class for my people. It gives it a little bit more of a personal touch. So yes, this is outside of those class times. Now, if they want to still just invite their people to those class times, then by all means, but they're not going to get incentivized to do that. As far as how many people, I would like at least 3 new people to be on that call. You don't have to have a packed house. You don't have to have a packed house. No, they would not contact me directly. They would probably contact you first. And then together we would figure that out, because still as your upline. So as a Diamond Club sponsor, I'm doing this. Diamond Club ends in July. So I'm doing it still now till the end of July where I'm offering this. So as a Diamond Club sponsor, I have to be at all those classes, but I want to continue to support sort of this funnel that I'm trying to really emphasize for everyone, where it's got to the point where I can't possibly support, 60 people, right? So we all have to like funnel appropriately. So if your builders, Michael, if your baby builders want to do that, they're going to get with you, and then you and I can coordinate. I mean, we can all coordinate like on a group text or thread, but yeah. And was there another question you asked me about? Oh, minimum. I would like at least 3 new people. That just makes it, I would like, because if it's any less than that, then you could just funnel them into one of the 3 classes we already offer, right? We offer Sundays at 3 p.m., Monday nights at 8:30, and Fraser does one every Thursday at 3. So if you had less than 3, I feel like you could just funnel them into those. But if you had at least 3, then that would be worthwhile.
And do you want them to teach part of the class, or at least something?
No, not for this level of builders. If they wanted to and they were ready, by all means, but no, the expectation is that you're getting people to your event, and then I come and I teach it. And then obviously I would like you there as the upline as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I like it. Any other questions? If different time zones is fine. We just work it out. Different time zones is totally fine. Yep. My DOE schedule, because I work half-time, is pretty flexible. So we could do a morning time here. That's a good time for your people. This also gives you, like I've had some people say, oh, the class times that we offer don't work for people. I'm not going to lie. I schedule when I teach classes around what works for my family, right? So I do 3 o'clock on Sundays so we can go to the beach. I do 8:30 at night because my kids go to sleep at 8. So I do schedule it. So this is an opportunity for you to schedule a class time that works for you and your people. If you're not sure if you qualify for this, reach up to your upline. And if they don't know, they can reach up to their upline. And pretty much it go, me, Kate, Kanani, Fraser, Aisha, those are pretty much your people. It is an awesome offer, and I hope people take advantage of it. All right, you guys, as always, I'm so grateful. But listen, we have to take a pic. What's funny is normally I could take it for 1 screen, but we have 3 screens worth of people. So I'm only going to take it for screens that are showing. If you don't want to still show your face, you don't have to, but it would be awesome if you would. So first screen coming at you. You don't know what screen you're on, so just smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I love it. Okay, next screen. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, this is so cool. Okay, last screen. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I love all the babies that are popping in. And then Absidy did play softball, so it might have very well been her. Oh my gosh, you guys, as usual, I'm so honored and blessed. Thank you all for showing up for yourselves, for your businesses, for your communities, for you and your future. This business is amazing, and I am so excited to lock arms with all of you and help you to achieve the success that you want to achieve. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week. Is going to be product education, and then we're going to play a game. So next week, no builders call, all about community. Invite all of your customers to come learn. Kate, what's the topic? Do you remember? I can't remember off the top of my head.
We're gonna do a Kahoot. Kyle and I are going to do a variety of for the game part, but sorry, product education first. Danny's gonna be sharing about different essential oils that you can use in smoothies.
Oh, fun!
That big
awesome.
idea. Yeah. So
Okay,
something
cool.
different. Yeah.
Something different. Amazing. All right. So that's what's next week. 8:30 product education. 8:45 is Kahoot. We'll have lots and lots of games. Hey, listen, guys, we are 25 people away from 1,000 people in our Facebook group. I am going to do the most epic giveaway. I got so much cool swag from doTERRA leadership. So enter the 900 person giveaway. There's a shower diffuser. Tag your customers. It's tagged and pinned in the Facebook group. If you're not on Facebook, text me your entry or text me how to enter and I will enter you. And then 25 people away from 1,000. And that is going to be the most epic. Like everybody's going to want to win and it's going to be awesome. Have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.